Crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening. Yes, you heard me. Crazy things are happening in Ghana and Nigeria. As the Ghanaian president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is trending in Nigeria. And also the Nigerian president is also trending in Nigeria. Why are these both presidents trending? I'll tell you why they're trending. That's why we are here. Recently, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama went to Japan and brought home investments for Ghana. In fact, Ghana bagged this achievement you can see on your screen. Yes, kudos and credit to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's smart communication in the recent, just concluded conference in Japan. But the Nigerian president also went to Japan, and according to the information, they came back and told us, according to the information from his one man called Bola something, I'll put the name on the screen. He came back and told us that Japan has agreed to allow Nigerians come to Japan, and in fact, they have built a Nigerian village for Nigerians that want to come to Japan. Nigerians obviously believed it. I believed it. I wanted to even react to it, only for us to hear information that it is a lie. In fact, let's watch videos. Let's watch this set of videos, and then we come back.
The Japanese government just released a statement stating that the Nigerian government lied to Nigerians. After that night's Tokyo International Conference for African Development, remember that conference they went for now, that they left the Nigerian boots unmounted. So they came back and lied to Nigerians, but the Japanese government now clarified that the Nigerian government lied to Nigerians. Wait, let me explain. So after the night's Tokyo International Conference for African Development that the Nigerian government went for now, that went viral, that the Nigerian boot was left unmounted, that nobody was there. So a Nigerian volunteered to mount it, after the whole saga and everything. So the Nigerian delegates came back to Nigeria and released a false statement about the program. According to them, especially Bayo Onanuga. Bayo Onanuga, which is a special media advisor to the president on publicity and other media related issues. So Bayo Onanuga released a statement stating that the Japanese government has promised to create a special visa for Nigerians that are skillful and willing to move and stay and work in Japan, and also to promote culture about Japan. Well, it's a good news, of course. After that meeting, they say, oh, we had a meeting with the Japanese government and they are ready to move our youth who are talented and skillful, who are ready to work and stay in Japan. And a lot of people were like, oh, that is a good one. At least they went to Japan to do a good thing. Until the Japanese government released a statement stating that that never happened. So no be waiting the talk. They never promised to create a special visa for Nigerians. They never promised to move any Nigerians to Japan. They never said something like that. Before they released a full statement explaining what they said. So Japan said that under the JICA program, which is Japan International Cooperation Agency. So what they said that they will create an exchange program between 4 Japanese cities and 4 African countries in promoting activity and other various programs to enable them grow and to create more bond. That they never promised to create any special visa for Nigerians or to help them move there. That is what Japan say. Now, the problem is the Japanese media and social media influencers, they are dragging Nigerians waiting no good. Now, what they are saying is that Nigerian politicians or Nigerian government are so in a hurry to show results. They are so in a hurry to impress people that, oh, we are working, even when it is visible that they are doing nothing. On the trade day, they did not mount their booth. It was left empty. And you came back and to release fake statements, false statements. So imagine for a Japanese government to release a statement saying that, see, wait till I talk, no be we talk, no be wait till we talk. When I stop to the lie, we did not say that. Now, to further tell you how disheartening this information is, it is Bayo Onanuga, the special media advisor to the president. Now he released the statement. Now he released them. So imagine Bayo Onanuga drop them and our media houses publicize the whole thing. And Japan now say, no, we did not say that. That is the problem. APC is doing everything to impress Nigerians, except one thing, doing it right. They can lie and do everything, but guess what? They will never do something right. Anyway, tell me what you think about this in the comments.
President Mahama's visit to Japan has delivered major wins for Ghana. Let me explain. You see, during the Tokyo International Conference on African Development 9 Summit, President Mahama secured a commitment that directly impacts Ghana's infrastructure, economy, and the future. The Volivo to Dofwa-Didome Bridge across the Volta River, which had stalled for years, has now been revived, with both nations agreeing to provide the extra funding needed. You see, in Kumasi, the long-awaited inner city ring road project is finally set to begin, easing traffic and boosting development development in the Ashanti region. On industry, Mahama signed a deal with Toyota that expands their operation in Ghana and position our country as the company's West African hub. You see, this means more jobs, skill transfer, and more investments. But this trip wasn't only about infrastructure, it was also about the future. Now let me make you understand this better. You see, Ghana entered into a space science agreement with Japan to explore how technology from space can support our developmental goals. Japan also committed to training 300,000 Ghanaian youths in areas like AI, biotechnology, green transition, modern agriculture, and technology startups, preparing our young people for the global economy. Now, food security was another focus. A new scientific partnership is being set up to boost rice productions in Ghana, whilst an extra $100 million has been secured for agriculture projects. And at a bigger picture level, Ghana is part of a new industrialization partnership as Japan looks at investing over $1.5 billion across Africa in the short term. You see, 98 years after Dr. Hideyo Noguchi gave his life for Ghana, our relations with Japan are stronger than ever. Dr. Hideyo Noguchi was a Japanese scientist and a bacteriologist. In 1927, he came to Ghana, then Gold Coast, to conduct research on yellow fever, which was devastating communities at the time. So while studying the disease in Accra, he contracted yellow fever himself and died the same year at the age of just 51. His sacrifices left a lasting mark. Ghanaians remembered him as someone who gave his life to fight against a deadly disease that was crippling our population. You see, today his legacy lives through the Noguchi Memorial Institution for Medical Research at the University of Ghana, which Japan helped establish in 1979 in his honor. The deals are signed, the vision is clear. Now the real test is whether these promises will translate into lasting change for ordinary Ghanaians. So now my question is, do you think these Japan deals will deliver lasting impact, or will they end up as another set of unfulfilled promises? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and repost this video for more content like this.
The government of the United Kingdom is now siding with the people in Ghana, and it is saying that the people in Ghana are very, very hardworking. It looks like the people in Ghana are very, very hardworking, and they also know how to live with the people. You won't believe that the Ghanaians are not in the deportation list of the people who are going to be deported from the United Kingdom. And Ghana is one of the countries that continues to fascinate even the West because of how their economy is growing very, very fast. You won't believe, from the compilation of all the countries that are going to be deported out of the UK, Ghana is not going to be among them, and not even a single person from Ghana is going to be deported back to Ghana. All of them were found to be in good standing, and few who had committed, they had committed very few or even offenses that cannot even be subjected to deportation. But the people from Pakistan, Nigeria, Angola, Kenya, and many others are in the list of deportation of more than 700 people. The question is, do you think the people in Ghana are hardworking and good, or is the government of the UK trying to build good relationship between Ghana and the UK because of their gold?
The United Kingdom want to do their own raid, just like the same thing that Donald Trump did with ICE. Massive deportation, and Kemi, our Kemi, is it a bad knock? She's really pushing it. But then there's one thing that is trending online. There's one particular African country that they are singling out, like, you know, they are making an exception for. And the country is Ghana. They say that Ghanaians will not be part of the deportation, that Ghanaians are actually very good people. Ghanaians are sweet, nice people. They don't commit crime. You know, they live with others, with their neighbor peacefully. These guys are sweet, nice people. And personally, to be honest with you guys, I don't live in Ghana. I live in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. And I don't know so many Ghanaians, but I have, you know, have an online encounter with few of them. You know, I have chatted with few of them. I have spoken with few of them. You know, we have interacted in different groups. And to be honest with you, I don't know if that is enough. But the people that have interacted with, the Ghanaians that I've interacted with, they don't have problem. Like I would say that Ghanaians are actually nice people. They don't have problem. They don't have that, you know, that anger, that animosity. Like they want to talk down on a woman. They want to put you in your place. They are always like so riled up and stuff like that. And they are honest people. The few that I've had an encounter with are very honest. Like they come to you, they tell exactly what they want. Right? So I will say that about Ghanaians. I love me, my Ghanaians, their brothers and sisters. But then, the United Kingdom, they are saying that they are going to deport Pakistanis. You know, the other day, Pakistani, they have their independence and no be small thing. Like, The celebration, if you are seeing the celebration in the UK, it could be like saying they're celebrating in Pakistan. And these guys were so mad. Like, why would this, how did we allow this number of Pakistanis to come into our country? You know, they're saying that almost the United Kingdom is actually being overrun by Pakistanis, you know. So they say they're going to, you know, deport them massively. Pakistanis, Nigerians, Angola, Kenyans, these are the people that they're talking about, you know, deporting. These guys, they are committing crime and stuff like that. But, you know, even undocumented Ghanaians are not going to be deported. They're going to, you know, give them documents because they are nice people. Now, a lot of people are asking questions. Is it because of the niceness of the Ghanaians that they don't want to deport them? Or is it because of the gold in Ghana? Because, I mean, these people are leprechaun. They go for everything shiny. They love shiny. Gold, diamond, anything shiny, that is what they go for. And, of course, they have their gold reserve out of the gold that come from the blood of Africans. So, I don't know. I'm just dropping this. What do you think? Drop your thoughts under the comment section. Are they, like, you know, singling out the Ghanaians and saying, oh, these are our nice, sweet, loving people that don't look for trouble. They are just good people. They are good neighbors. They are good people. No, we're not going to like send them back to Ghana because of they are really good people. Or are they doing it because of the gold in Ghana? Are they doing it because of the gold in Ghana?
You're welcome to my channel. I'm Delicious Annie. Here I tell Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff related to them. So these other videos have been trended where this Nigerian blogger called out the spokesman for presidency and the rest, saying that why did you come out to share informations that are not true about the Nigerian-Japan relationship, saying and the Japanese government have created a village basically for Nigerians that want to come to Ghana, and saying that can't you see the Ghanaian president who went to Japan and brought home this huge investment for Ghana. Mind you, Ghana was selected to be the only West African country that will be the major headquarters for this Japanese company. I want to say a big congratulations to Ghana. This is a huge one. This will create lots of employment. This will create job opportunities, and this will also improve the Ghanaian economy. Yes, when they say two heads are better than one, they actually did not lie. But in some situations, one good head is better. But it is obvious that the Ghanaian president, alongside his vice and everybody in his cabinet, is working so hard to bring investments back home for Ghana. And this is one of the big investments His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has brought back to Ghana. Sincerely, when I heard this, I was surprised. I was happy. I was happy for the Ghanaian people because this will furthermore, create more job opportunities for the Ghanaian people. And to me, I would say to that Nigerian minister who went and spread false information that presidency did not send him, Oga, please desist from it. Why? Because just imagine Nigerians celebrating that they can now go to Japan, this, that, and at the end, they find out that it is not true. How does this? It doesn't speak well of the government. It doesn't speak well of the country. It doesn't. You can see lots of Nigerians comment in the comment section stating their disappointment. And why will a whole federal agency choose to disgrace them like that? It doesn't make sense. Please, before you guys put out information regarding our country, verify it so that once Nigerians run with it, they won't go out there and be experiencing shame and disgrace. Just imagine it is now the Japanese government that is coming out to say they did not say it. It sounds somehow now. It's somehow. It's not a news outlet that reported. It was straight from the presidency. It's not making sense now. I beg. How can they reduce shame and disgrace for our face as Nigerians? We're already going through a lot in this country. Don't add more. Guys, that's just it. When I saw this news, I was like, oh, what was this? It's not making sense. Why would you want to lie to the people, knowing fully well that the truth will still come out? Don't be in a hurry to prove that your government is working, your government is doing something, your government has achieved it. Just calm down. Get the work done. Then the accolade will come. Just like the Ghanaian president, you can see that he didn't even come out to announce it. After he has gotten the work done, it was even the company that came themselves to announce it. Allow your work speak for you. That's just what I feel. But guys, feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. I saw a news of people saying that in the UK, there are some list of Nigerians to be deported and also other African countries, but they could not find any Ghanaian name And many Ghanaians have been celebrating this, saying, yay! Wherever we find ourselves, we always behave ourselves, well. That is good. That's a very good one. I would say they should keep it up. Yes, keep it up. A good name is better than so many wealth and riches. We have so many Nigerians in the UK, and many of them are under deportation list for so many reasons. Number one, this husband and wife issue, wife reporting husband to home office, husband reporting wife to home office. The second one is all this home care work of offenders and the rest. So a whole lot of things are just going on just in the UK and a whole lot. But we just hope that things are resolved. And my Nigerian people, just like I always say, please let's be good citizens. Let's be patriotic wherever we find ourselves. Let us ensure we do the right thing, not just because of yourself, but also because of the name Nigeria in general. But feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye bye.